What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and continue to play some Project Zomboid. This is going to be one of those series that I kind of infrequently update, so don't expect this to be on a schedule at this point. We had PTSD. So what'll happen is every now and again, if you kill too many zombies during the day, you'll wake up in the middle of the night basically screaming and anxious and everything else, and it's actually quite literally PTSD. It's your character sort of coming to terms with the fact that he's killed a whole bunch of human beings during the day. Kind of one of those realistic things that the game has going on. We could take some beta blockers or whatever, but honestly, the panic and the anxiety will go away all by themselves. I don't really feel the need to down a bunch of pills in order to make it go away. I think we could take beta blockers and some of the other pills that are in the game, but why risk adding a bunch of addiction to my life? You know what I mean? It is a little bit early in the morning right now, which is a bummer. I'm going to kind of speed it up till the anxiety goes away. We're more than likely not completely and totally rested, so I should be able to sleep for a little while maybe. I mean, I could take sleeping pills, I guess. Oh, wow, the anxiety's actually just not going anywhere. Come on, anxiety. Dude, that's a hell of a panic attack. 2 hours. There we go. I was going to say, it should go away eventually. Let's try to sleep again. You're not tired enough to sleep yet. Oh, well, we're going to get tired really, really early today, unfortunately. We had ours as a nightmare, Mom. I had a terrible, terrible dream about all the people that I murdered. All of the people that I murdered and killed. What we need to do right now is we need to, go up here to this area, and we need to start disassembling beds. I'm not going to bring the car. I don't see the point. We're just going, across the street anyways. We've more or less cleared out this neighborhood, so I'm not concerned with a lot of the things that are going. Is this the house? So I wanted to find the house that had the farm in the back. If it has the farm, okay, this is not the one with the farm in the back. We're good. So we may relocate later on to the one across the street with the farm in the back, but for the moment I don't see the point in doing that. Basically I just need to disassemble. There's a zombie here. Where's the zombie at? I definitely hear a zombie. Where is it? Zombie? There she is. Hey, guess what? Time to die. Time for me to kill you, zombie, because you're in a place where I need to feel safe. Alright, let's go back over here. Close the door off. They're going to jump through the windows anyways, so there's not going to be much I can do. But somebody told me online that disassembling beds gives a whole bunch of XP towards carpentry if you can make it happen. And so that's the best way to just grind out your carpentry really fast if you're trying to hit level 4 or level 5. So let's try it on out. Yeah, that gave us 50 XP. It wasn't a perfect situation, but it was good enough. This is probably not going to be a super, super entertaining episode. We're just sitting around doing an IKEA furniture thing all day, every day. But if you stick with me, I promise it'll be worth it. We got a chunk of a bar right there. You do not produce any usable materials. Yeah, keep going. Keep trying it. Apparently, I have failed yet again. I have to take everything out of here? Alright, we'll take everything out of there and throw it on the floor. There you go. Just a big old pile of undies and items on the floor right there. That'll work. See if I can kill this thing off. Die. Chest of drawers, thou art vanquished. That gave us 15 XP. That's not super great. I would like to see more XP for this. Apparently that's not disassemblable. I'm trying my best, but it's just nah, man. Nah, you can't disassemble me. We've got a big old bed right here. So let's try and disassemble this real fast. Take it apart and see what that does for us. That gave us 100. Okay, so apparently I just need to disassemble beds all up and down the street. And until I get that done, we're going to hit carpentry level 4. And then what we're going to focus on is we don't really have a water production building or anything of the kind. So we don't have anything available to us right now that's going to allow us to get water in a sustainable way once the power goes out. We want to get on top of that because if we don't, it's going to be very, very thirsty living for a little while as we get into the next phase of the game where all the utilities start to turn off and the game kind of starts to get harder. And so let's just disassemble some things for the moment. See if we can move that. Oh my god, we got so much right there. It's so rad. All right, disassemble this right here. Dude, whoever it was that told me you could do this, you are the champion, dude. You are the official champion of this game. I almost said you were the official champion of Escape from Tarkov. Almost. I've been playing a lot of Escape from Tarkov lately, so I've kind of got Escape from Tarkov on the brain. but you are the ultimate champion. So let me bang this out real fast. We'll get this level 4 all nice and in the bag. And then once level 4 is in the bag, we'll go back to base and we'll start like assembling things and getting stuff done. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to hit level 10 though at this rate. Like, it's going to be hard for us to max out our carpentry. Like, we're reasonably experienced at it right now. We're trying our best, but, you know, carpentry's a difficult skill. My dad's been like a carpenter his entire life, and he's only just now, outside of his real job, which is being a roofer, getting to, like, building, like, truly cool stuff with carpentry. And it's taken him a long time to get to that point. It's kind of a skill that you got to dedicate a lot of your life to. But he's making all kinds of cool stuff right now. My dad has started doing, like, these, I don't know. He's been making, like, all kinds. So my dad had a redwood tree in his backyard. I talked about this in, like, previous videos. My dad had, like, this giant, like, 100-year-old redwood tree in his backyard. Well, the city came in, and the city was like, you got to get rid of that tree. That tree is, like, endangering the utilities for the city and, like, a bunch of other stuff. It needs to be dealt with. It needs to be gotten rid of, like, right this second. You don't have a choice. You got to get rid of the tree. So my dad got rid of the tree. And now he basically just has, like, this endless supply of redwood at his house. And apparently redwood is really, really good for, like, crafting and, like, making stuff out of. And so he's been making bowls and serving trays and all kinds of cool stuff. And people have been buying them. Like, he's been taking them to, like, cons and stuff like that. Or, I guess, expos for, like, carpenters and whatnot. And he's been selling them there. And he's been making a grip. Like, he's been making a bunch of money. Who knew, man? Who knew that finely assorted wooden goods would sell for such a premium? Like, you see wooden plates and stuff like that at, like, Pier 1 imports and stuff, but, like, you figure they're just, like, mass-produced or whatever. Apparently, there is a very, very real market for people that want to just make, like, wood cutlery and stuff. And so that's what he's been doing lately. That's been, like, how he's been spending. Hey, there we go. We got another one. I have 7 skill points available? Good lord. All right, well, we hit level 4 carpentry. That's good. What can I build now? Is it possible for me to do, like, anything super funsies? So we've got a rain collector barrel. We're going to need some planks for that. That's easy peasy. We can make that happen, no problem. However, it looks like, oh, really? In order to make a rain collector barrel, you need to have 7 carpentry. Holy bejesus, that's a lot of carpentry. Okay. Like, I think that if I disassembled every single thing in town, I probably still wouldn't be that close to concluding level 7. That's pretty high-level carpentry. I think you got to start out with a bonus or something to really make that work. Let's grab some more garbage bags, if there's any in here. Oh, some chips. That's actually good. But are they the Lord's chips? These are the Lord's chips. Let's see here. If you guys don't know, Nacho Libre is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just so ridiculously absurd and stupid. I think that's what I like so much about the movie, is that it is unapologetically stupid. Like, the movie is well aware that it's, like, a really, really dumb comedy, and at the same time, it just leans right into it, and I think that's why the movie is so good. I think that's why it's such a fantastic comedy, is because instead of, like, trying to deny the fact that it's, like, lowbrow and idiotic, they just, like, leaned into it. They did the same thing with Dumb and Dumber. They just leaned the hell into it, and were like, yeah, well, this is, sometimes you make dumb movies, sometimes you make smart movies. That's just life. Like, I'm not under any pretenses that I personally would ever be able to make a smart movie. I just don't think that I'm that guy. Do I have a hammer equipped right now? Oh, I have a hammer equipped right now. It got rid of my axe. How could you, game? Let's run back home, and let's see if we can get some of these water collector barrels all ready to go. Alright, so here we are back at home. We're going to grab some of these planks over here, and we're going to see what we can accomplish. We're a little bit overweight. I'll probably put the water collection stuff over here by our crops. I don't really know, like, watering seems to be a major pain in the ass, and I'm not sure how to get around that. Like, I definitely think, like, the watering system could be adjusted slightly, I think. Yeah, grab all those. We're going to be crafting with them, so you might as well. Do I have, like, a pack of nails or anything in here? Oh, I still have the nails in my inventory. Okay, that's good. We're going to be super overweight by the time we get this done. But we are going to be using a lot of these materials in order to build with. Hopefully we don't break our legs and, like, wound ourselves. But really, this is actually all I wanted to accomplish today, was creating a rain collection barrel. So let's put this over here. How hard is this to build? That actually got done really, really quickly. I'm, like, surprised how easy that was. So we have 0% remaining. I wanted to make 2 of these, though. Like, I wasn't super on board with just one of them. I think having more would be the best way to go. Are there any planks or anything in here that I can use real fast? No. I'll just clean up the floor in our house real fast. We've got... So how many did that take when we wanted to do that? So we've got furniture. We've got rain collector barrels, 4 planks. So we need 3 more planks. And then I wanted to make 2 of these. I think that'll make our lives a little bit easier. Has anything over here been, like, disassembled? How much XP did I get for building that, by the way? Like 5? Okay. I didn't get very much XP is the answer to that question. We may actually have to chop some more trees. No, there's planks over here. Never mind. They're laying all over the place. I forgot that I did this. How many planks are laying right here? Let's see. Grab planks. Yeah, we're going to have to grab these one at a time. I can't carry 12 planks. That's a mistake. Something bad's going to happen if I do that. Back in the earlier alphas of this game, like, if you carry too much stuff around with you, you could actually, like, break your legs. Like, you could carry so much weight that, like, your legs would snap under the pressure. I'm like, that's some solid willpower right there. That is a man that is determined to carry an object. Word of warning, don't sprint while carrying heavy loads, though. You will sprain your ankles, you will injure yourself, you will wound yourself, and then you will feel super dumb. It will happen. 100%. Like, I've lost playthroughs that way and had to restart. Now let's go ahead and we'll drop that right there. It rains on average in Project Zomboid like every 3 to 5 days. So if you've got enough water collection resources, you should be all right. I don't know exactly what the volume of this is. I suppose we could, like, try. We could, like, try to fill it up with pots and buckets and stuff like that. I don't know. We do have our watering can over here. I still am not sure, like, what the point is on these. So let's see here. Fertilized, 0, current growing phase, water levels are dry. What about this guy right here? This is well watered. Okay, so those are well watered right there. Let me... Can I have my... Yeah, let me have my watering can, please. Perfect. So we've got our watering can. Let me see if I can well water this stuff. And I think, like, when it rains, you don't need to water. I think it's sort of like Don't Starve or maybe like other games in that regard. I'm going to fill that up. And then we'll fill the watering can. And then I have a whole bunch of food. I'm probably just going to chuck it in the fridge real fast. Is the fridge full? Oh, dude, the fridge isn't even close to full. Nice. For some reason, I was under the impression that our fridge was, like, crazy full at the moment. And that, like, we were going to have to do something complicated in order to get this done. But we'll just drag and drop all that stuff over there. It should just queue it all up so we don't have to worry about, like... Oh, never mind. It didn't do it. Put the chips in there, bro. There you go. Put the canned beef in there. We got some chocolate. I'm going to eat the chocolate. We haven't given ourselves, like, we've been alive for how long, and we haven't, like, given ourselves, like, a little creature comfort. I think having a chocolate bar right now is a really, really good plan. I think that's solid. So that's what we're going to do. So all of these should be well watered, I think. Right? So that's parched. What about this one right here? That one's parched. Apparently we did not water all of these. Water these to full. There you go. And then water this one to full. Perfect. Did it work? Yeah, just give it like a little bit of water. I think it's going to take us some time to actually get these crops going. But I do think this is kind of an important part of our adventure, like getting this all squared away. It's going to get easier once we have water inside the actual water receptacles, because then I'll be able to refill from, like, right there and get it done due to rainwater. But for now, I do wish the watering can went a little bit further, or maybe that we could dig, like, irrigation trenches or something like that so that when it rains, the water collects. So that's well watered right there. This one needs to be watered, though. Let's go for it. Apparently, we're just playing Farmville from now on. That's apparently what we're doing. So those are well watered. It looks like I can basically water 2 plants at a time with what we're attempting to do right now. I also wanted to build some retaining fences around this. I do know that your crops can get trampled or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure that... I wonder if I can water with a bucket. Do I have, like, a bucket or anything around here? If I have, like, a bucket or something, we could water from that, and that'd be perfectly fine. Bucket, you in here? Where are you at, bucket? We got cereal, chips. I think I had a bucket. What did I do with my bucket? I really think I had a bucket. I just don't know where it went. I thought I put it in a crate somewhere. See anything there? See anything there? Damn. Okay, so I don't know where my bucket went. I swear to God, I had like a big blue bucket, but I'm not seeing it now. So maybe we'll just back off on that idea. Let's get you well watered. Let's get you well watered. Get all these plants looking beautiful. This honestly might be too many crops, but what I was thinking about doing is making basically a retaining fence that runs from like right here all the way around. Like, it's going to be a lot of work. So we can make a wall frame right there. How hard is it to make the wall frame? Press R to rotate it during construction. We can make log walls if we wanted to be really, really lazy. Apparently it takes a bunch of ripped sheets in order to do that, though. So, like, we might want to stay away from that as a possibility. Instead, just do the wall frame, possibly. And then we can add the upgrades to it. Let's try it. Let me put down a wall section real fast. We're just going to play around with the building today. That's what we're going to do. Oh, that's a gunshot. That's pleasant. Grab half those. We may have a fight on our hands in just a minute. It's possible that zombies might show up. So we have a wooden wall frame. Let's say that we put it like right. Does it matter which way it's facing? I can't decide if it matters which way that it's facing. Yeah, just put up the frames. And so with this right here, we can craft a wooden wall 1. We have the carpentry to do a wooden wall 2. One thing I've always really, really liked about this game is how as you level up, if you look at the quality of the wall, it gets better and better and better. So like the level 1 has like little holes and like chunks missing from it. The level 2 is looking a little bit better, but still kind of cobbled. And then the level 3 is actually like flush and looks really, really nice and is all taken care of like carpenter style. Let's grab planks. We'll grab half these. And then we'll just kind of move slowly back over this way. Apparently, I'm very, very tired right now. That's all you need to know. I don't know much, but I know I'm sleepy. Let that be all I need to know. Is that Aaron Neville? I think that's Aaron Neville, right? Is that Aaron Neville, chat? I need you guys to fill me in on the music here. Was that Aaron Neville? My mom used to listen to that song all the time when I was a kid. My mom was a huge Aaron Neville fan. All right, and if you think all the musicians nowadays having face tattoos is crazy, Aaron Neville had face tattoos like back in the 50s. Because apparently he grew up in a rough neighborhood and he tattooed his face when he was like 12 years old. And then he became like this super famous singer. And to this day, he's still got like a sword tattooed on his face. Crazy, right? Children, what will they think of next? You take your eye off them for 1 second and they're dragging needles and ink across their face. Alright, so I want you to be a level 2 wall. We may actually get some XP from this. Seems possible. Yeah, just like throw that in there. Looks good to me. Takes 2 planks and a couple of nails each time that we do this. And honestly, we need to level up our carpentry anyways, so we might as well do it. I don't know if this is like moving us along at all. Oh, we lost our bonus, but we have gotten like 100 points just from building that wall section right there. Do I have any other carpentry books around? Got 9mm rounds. Like, what heavy stuff am I carrying around with me that's kind of getting in the way right now? I think I'll put the nails in there so that we don't overweigh quite as easy. We have a watering can that says that it's full, but I think it's lying. I don't think it's telling the truth. I may want to clear out all this unusable wood, too. I don't like how messy our house is looking right now. Like, we've just got stuff everywhere, and I don't think there's anything wrong with creating like a trash pile over here, basically, out in front of the house with just like refuse and other things laying about. We can grab grab all those. I wish he'd put him in the backpack by default so that he's not like breaking his back every time we pick this stuff up. It's only 3 in the afternoon and we're already pretty tired. We haven't killed like any zombies today, though. We've only killed like 2 or 3 of them, which in my world counts as barely any. But Normally what I would do is I would just fish to make all... Oh, really? The nails have to be in my actual inventory. Okay, I learned a new thing today. Nails actually have to be in the general inventory. So take that on board, too, if you haven't played in a while. Oh, that's not good. Why is it doing what it's doing right now? I don't think I've rubber bandboxed that, but you know what? Obviously, game, you can be right. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't see the point in, you know, arguing with a piece of digital media. I could argue, but I'm not gonna. I could, but I'm not gonna. There we go. So we've got like a little tiny wall section. And really the idea that I would have is that this is going to go over to here, down, and then maybe we'll connect it to this side of the house. I think that like making it go all the way around the house and connect in the front, that's kind of a big project, and it's going to take a really long amount of time and a huge amount of materials. And I just don't think that's a project that I want to do because I'm lazy. I can't help it. I just am. I am what I am, and what I am is lazy. Okay, chat? I just need you to it's fine. We've got to admit our flaws as human beings, and when we admit those flaws, everything is okay. But it's when you fail to admit the flaws that you start living in denial. And frankly, I just don't have the money for airfare to Egypt right now. That's right. That's right. I hit you with one of those old 1960s jokes. That's right. I hit you with one of those jokes from way back in the Vegas days. That was a joke straight from the mob. You can catch us on the block. Anyways, let's go down here and continue adding chunks to our wall because there's nothing else going on right now. We have basically an endless food supply at the moment. I don't really want to water crops until the rain comes in, and I have plenty of seeds to just replant all this crap if I need to anyways. There's seed packets like all over the neighborhood, so even if I need to pick up more, it's not that big of a deal. Let's do another wall frame over here. There you go. I believe in you. You can do this. So yeah, I think I'll probably just make like a small wall around my farming area and then not worry about the house. I think that's probably the safest way to do this, is we'll set up the frames and we'll get that running around, and I'll probably connect it to this corner of the house right here, you know, with like a little overhang possibly, maybe like a front entrance and a back entrance with like a gate or something at the front. I don't even know if I can do that. Can you make like a... I can make a double wooden door. I'm going to need some hinges and carpentry 6, apparently. With carpentry 3, I can make a basic wooden door. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Sandbags are a cool idea, too, but I don't think we've actually found any sandbags while we've been running around the neighborhood. I don't know if I've ever seen the sandbag item in this game. Well... Apparently a doggo is attempting to help out with our survival. We've killed just about every zombie in town at this point. There's only a few stragglers left on the main streets. So I'm not worried about any hordes flowing through. The numbers of zombies are going to respawn, and they are going to like get larger as time goes along. But we've done a really good job sort of like wiping out the first wave. So I'm not going to like panic about any of that. We'll just kind of keep working on what we're working on here. But I think we're just about out of time for the day. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for some Project Zomboid. As I said, I'm probably going to update this infrequently. I think security is our main concern right now, and what I want to accomplish is getting us kind of like a dedicated spot that we can defend if zombies come along. I don't think they're going to come along right now, but someday I got a feeling they will come a-knocking. And when that day comes, having this extra layer of defense to buy us like 5 or 10 minutes while we fight them off, I think is going to be a godsend. So anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like on it. It helps me out as a content creator. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. Hi-do, and take care, everybody. That's all I got for you.